Hello all, welcome to NetSet OS. Today in this video we'll be looking for subarray with given sum. Before starting our video, I want to tell you, if you click on my channel, you will find all data structures and algorithm using Python on one place. Here I have clubbed it at one location. Even I have divided it into as per the topics: stack, recursion, heap. Here you can have binary tree, and I have also introduced 4 Python projects. I am daily coming up with new content on Python. Recently I am not getting views, so please, if you like my video, do share with your friends. Now let's get back to our topic. Here in this question we have to find subarrays. Subarrays, that is the numbers whose sum should be equal to given sum. But here we have to find subarray that itself says that it should be continuous. It can be first 4, last 4, or the middle one, or it can be the complete array. So let's understand its strategy, how to solve it. I have drawn a random circle over here and a variable current sum. And this current sum variable will be iterated throughout the array, looking forward for the sum 33. Right now current sum is 1. As soon as I'll get the sum, it will be entered into a circle. With this, it will also let me know how much number is needed to complete the sum 33. Right now, I got the current sum as 1 and I needed 32 to have 33. Then it will iterate for 4. Current sum will be 1 plus 4 will be 5. So 5 will be entered into the circle, and now we needed 28. Then for 20, the sum is 25 and we needed 8 to have a sum 33. Then 3, for 3 our sum is 28 and we are looking for 5 now. Then it will iterate for 10. Here we are needed only 5 to have sum 33. But here we received 10. 10 means our current sum is now 38. And we need to remove this 5 so as to get the sum 33 which we are looking for. So I will look for 5 in this circle so that if I remove this 5, my circle sum will be 33. Can I do this? Yes, because my first 2 subarray is making 5. So I will remove this and the next number, that is 20 to recent index, it is making 33. Let's understand this with another example. This is our program. Instead of making this circle, I have taken the dictionary. As I was storing the values in circle, dictionary is a safe place to store the values with its index. So here we have stored the value in the dictionary. Now we will iterate and we will keep calculating current sum. If it is equal to sum, it will break then and there itself. Otherwise, if it doesn't get the sum, it will keep looking for the sum, current sum minus sum in dictionary. This sum is looking for the sum in between of the array, so that if there is any value stored up there which is not required, it will remove it. That is, it will take from the next value to present index, as we did over here. Now let's understand this with example. Here I have a dictionary with the name dict. And here we have an array where we are looking for sum is equal to minus 10. And we also have negative value in the array. And here we will iterate each and every number to search sum minus 10. So first it will iterate for 10. Current sum is 10. So this 10 will be stored up in the dictionary with its index, that is 0. Then going forward, it got 2. 10 plus 2 is 12. So 12 will be entered in the dictionary with its index 1. Now we are looking for sum is equal to minus 10. As we can see, our value is positive and we are looking for minus 10. So I need a negative value to make this 12 a negative 1. So now again it will iterate and here we got minus 2 value. So we have a hope as it made 10 over here. So it will enter into the dictionary with its index. Then again it will iterate. Here our current sum is minus 20. As soon as we got into minus 20, we got minus 10 as our current sum, which is equal to the sum. So if current sum is equal to sum, our loop will break over here and we will get from 0 to 3. So the sub-array giving the sum minus 10 is 0 to 3. So this program works for positive as well as negative value. So let's implement this into Python program. So we will go to PyCharm. Here we are on PyCharm. I have made a new file subarray_sum. I'll start making program with df subarray_sum. Here I need two arguments as input. First the array and the second one the sum, for which we have to check subarray. Now I will make a dictionary with the name dict1, an empty dictionary. It should be equal, and here we will have current sum initialized as 0. Now we will iterate each and every number of array. So we will write for I in range up to len of array. And we will take out each sum. Current sum is equal to current sum plus array I. And we will keep looking at each step whether our current sum is equal to sum. If it is, it will print I. Let's write some string value in the sentence form. Subarray starts from 0 to I, because here we will get from 0 to present index and our loop will break over here. If this is not the condition, then we have to look for the value in the dictionaries as our first example. Here if current sum minus sum is there in dict, if it is there, print. As in first example, when we were at current sum, the sum was 38. So 38 minus sum, that is 33, we were looking for 5. If 5 is there in dict, that is in our circle, which was there here. So we have removed this and we included the next index apart from 5 to present index. This we will do in our program. Dict1 current sum minus sum. Apart from this, so I'll take plus 1 value to I. Let's write in this string form subarray starts from comma to comma, and our loop will break over here, and here we will have the date current sum is equal to I. Through this it will enter the current sum in the dictionary with its index. Suppose if we don't get any sub array in our array, we will print no sub array found. Let's take our first example and verify, and then I will call the function with print. Here it wants sum was equal to 33. Let's run the program. Here I forgot to put bracket. Let's run it again. Here it says from 2 to 4. If I put index, here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So from 2 to 4 we got the subarray. So this is how we can solve the program with the help of dictionary and with a proper strategy. So thank you for watching it, and please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel.